How's it going, everybody? I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today, we're going to be looking at how I was able to get over 39,000 Capital Peak points. We also got just about 1,500 Capital Peak raid medals. As we can see, you got 39,000, and this is post-balance changes. So we're going to be taking a look at some of the bases. First, on the agenda is a cleanup on a Golem Quarry. So, I was looking for bases that had about 6,000 points remaining. Ideally, the more the better. But with the balance changes, I've been trying out a variety of different strategies and seeing which ones still work, which ones do not. So typically I would have used the ground version of the graveyard spam strategy, but today we are using the air version, trying to directly target these splash targeting defenses with our rocket balloons. We're going to be creeping through the base, and the idea is that once we sort of take out this district hall, we should be in a really good spot. Looks like our balloons up top are going to be able to take out the air defense and the spear thrower. Take out the remainder of the defenses. We have a very nice cleanup attack. So we've got the 6,020 points plus an additional 321. So now we're going to be taking a look at a Dragon Cliffs. Unfortunately, not a full cleanup attack. So normally this would have gone pretty good. You know, we have our last super dragon to take out, use our zap spell to destroy the outpost, lure it over to the side of the base. Now we get to start in with our dragons. However, we did slightly misplace them, and this one baby dragon is not fast enough to keep up on par with the super dragon. So that super dragon does take out a set of hogs, which is unfortunate. Now we're trying to go in with the remainder of our hog gliders, trying to stun up some of the key defenses. And the big thing is that we are, I think, just spread a little bit too thin, perhaps. Let's see what happens here. I don't remember precisely. I know we have our heal spell so that we can cover the bomb tower, which is nice. But I think this right-hand side was just a little bit too slow. Barely get in range of the heal spell. So some of the hogs actually avoid the heal spell, which is unfortunate. And we have a kind of a weird split. Have some hogs go down, die off to the spear thrower. And yeah, I think just not enough hogs to really get through the remainder of the base. Hit a bunch of bombs, a couple of traps. We do fall just short. 2 defenses left, so we don't get the full amount, which is unfortunate, but a good thing to learn. Hopefully next time we can get better results. So now we'll take a look at some better cleanup attacks on the next raid here. We've got a Barbarian Camp, definitely my favorite district to hit, and we've got a beefy one, over 7,000 points remaining. So it's a lot of base to take out. However, we took out 2 of the air bombs on the right hand side of the base on the first attack. And we're going to have some minions clearing out some of the trash buildings, opening up the deployment zone. And then we have the rocket artilleries on the back end, but this one on the right hand side is pretty much exposed. So we're going to be able to take it out with a couple packs of balloons. We get a bunch of the air skeletons spawning on top of the other rock artillery. So really the only thing we have left to worry about is the air bombs that our balloons have just taken out. So now we have nothing else to worry about, and as you can see, even though there was a lot of points remaining, the air defenses weren't that well protected and not the greatest layout. So we have a ton of balloons left over, so we're able to get the full 7,125 points plus an additional 456. Very, very nice attack. I may even try and do a specific video where I only clean up Barbarian Camps, because that seems to be the base to clean up, because you can get a lot of points if you do it right. So here we're going back to the old faithful attack strategy, the ground graveyard spam strategy. I was looking at this base and I saw the 2 air bombs, the 2 blast bows, a bunch of air defenses and spear throwers, and I thought, I don't think these balloons are going to have a really fun time on this base. So let's try out the ground graveyard spam strategy. And this strategy is pretty much what I would use probably about 90% of the time in the Capital Peak raids. I would use it on all the districts except for the Dragon Cliffs and the Capital Peak itself. You have to use the lightning with the baby dragon variation for the Dragon Cliffs, pretty much a must. And then for the Capital Peak, I like to use archers, but the archers did get a nerf, so I've been trying to test out some different strategies. And if you want to see a specific video on how to take out Capital Peak now in like 2 to 3 shots, let me know. I'll make sure to record that video for you guys. Because I think I found out a strategy, but I'm not 100%. I was going to wait until the next raid weekend and test it out again. So we do get a very nice cleanup attack here. Got 6,300 points, plus 250. So now we'll take a look at the Balloon Lagoon cleanup. Got almost 7,000 points remaining, and again we're going in with the ground version because there are the 3 rocket artilleries and the 2 air bombs. And we got back end Inferno Tower. So this was one I wasn't 100% sure if it would work or not. For the graveyard nerf, definitely yes, but on the flip side we did get a giant buff for the super giants, pun intended. So they get a little bit more health, which is nice. The super wizards remain the same. I believe the hogs were the same, and I think the rams got a little bit of a nerf. So I like to use the hogs just to sort of reset some defenses that lock onto the super wizards. As you can see, we don't have too many left. We only have 2. Both of them very low health, barely surviving the rocket artillery hits. But we do finish off the base. So we have the full 6,835 plus 333, which is kind of crazy. So now we'll take a look at another Golem Quarry, except it was not a cleanup attack. Now, thought, it was a little bit more beefy of a base, a little bit higher upgrades, and a little bit better layout. So going in with the rocket balloon strategy, but we got the 2 air bombs, 2 blast bows, bunch of air defenses, and rapid rockets in pocket, even a rocket artillery up top. So thinking what I will do is probably switch back to the ground version, unless there are a lot of those exposed air bombs and blast bows on the first attack that I can take out. Then I might consider using air on the second, but as you can see, just did not have enough gusto to get through those big splash defenses. Only a few packs of balloons remaining, and we don't have any rams to open up this wall segment, so we have to send in the balloons from a far distance. And when the balloons lose their speed up and they're not able to get to a defense quickly, they're way less powerful. The idea behind the rocket balloons is to speed, destroy the first defense, and then be able, hopefully, to have enough health and speed remaining to then get to maybe even a second air targeting defense. Would be perfect. So now we're going in with the Builder's Workshop cleanup. Going in with ground variation. And yeah, we're trying to spread out our troops, hoping that we can protect our super wizards as best as we can. And then gonna be trying to use the zap spell to reset, usually to try and reset a giant cannon or a blast bow. Typically you'll see the blast bow or the giant cannon lining up, and if that line is gonna be directly targeting some of your super wizards, definitely a good idea to stun it up with a hog glider. You can directly target it. If not, you have that lightning spell to kind of use whenever you want. So we are able to take out this base. Gotta love Builder's Workshop. I definitely enjoy hitting it a lot, and it does seem like the ground version works pretty well. I mean, we have a bunch of troops left over. We still have probably, I think, all of our giants, and we even have a few hogs still alive. Bunch of skeletons, and I think, 3 or 4 super wizards, so not bad at all. Not bad at all. I mean, this isn't a maxed out base or anything, but, we're sort of, I think Master 1 or Champion 3, so probably won't be facing too many maxed out bases. So those were all the districts I hit. to get over 39,000 capital peak points. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Helps me out a bunch. And there are a couple more videos on the screen if you want to keep on watching. Until next time, take care.